Well, if you've been looking for gourmet cooking at reasonable prices and beautiful scenery,
you know, Rick Rowe may have just the place for you. Rick?
That's right, guys. You know, we have done, or I have done over the last couple of years, some unusual places, unusual stories on some unusual people and unusual places. We've been to visited hermits on deserted islands and stories on nudist camps and some handicapped folks overcoming some real obstacles. But today a first. Today a story on a restaurant. But as you know, we would not be doing this story if this were not an unusual restaurant in a very unusual place.
Northwest Louisiana, God's country, where the cattle roam and the horses graze and nothing much happens out here among the cow patties. But lately there's been something different in the air, an aroma, the scent of fine food.
I don't know if it needs more peppers or not. I don't think so.
Do you really like this?
Oh, I love it. You know, wait till you eat my food, you can tell. That's it's wonderful. Oh, it's yummy. Maybe hard to get you out here the first time, but if I ever get you one time, I've got you. Oh, it's wonderful. Oh, it's yummy.
Say hello to Barbara Simmons and Barbara's Kitchen and Barbara's Back Porch, or at least what used to be Barbara's Back Porch. Today it is a fine restaurant on the back of this fine house in the middle of 200 acres of fine North Louisiana cattle country. And at lunchtime, Tuesday through Saturday and dinners Friday night, hundreds of people travel to this little restaurant in Doyline, Louisiana to find out what smells so good.
Do you like the food?
It's an understatement. I love it.
It's delicious.
You're so full, you think, oh, no, thank you for the desserts. And as soon as she shows you the desserts, you go, well, I think I might try a little bit of that. And pretty soon, you were eating all of it.
That's good.
Either that or slip in your purse. No.
What I say, saute.
And who is this Barbara Simmons that has ladies stealing her desserts? Well, Barbara is a self-taught gourmet cook who lived a half-dozen years in Europe sampling fine restaurants and memorizing cookbooks. And recently she settled in Doyline, where Barbara decided to glass off her back porch and open a restaurant, serving some very fancy food.
There's so many of them. We do an egg salad with the shrimp sauce. We do the tortellini. We do a crab torta. I do a wonderful tomato quiche that everybody likes.
The fact is, it is hard to find anyone who doesn't like Barbara's cooking. Out here in meat and potatoes country, Barbara's Back Porch is an oasis of fine dining. However, a lot of people did question her sanity when she decided to open up.
And actually, very few came out and said, oh, what are you doing? But they did come out and say, you're going to do what? You know, with a startled, but same old thing I keep saying. If you build a better mousetrap, they will find you. They will, you know, they will beat a path to you, I hope. More coffee.
And sure enough, they have. The path to this oasis in the pasture is well worn. And Barbara Simmons couldn't be happier. When Barbara's Kitchen shuts down for the day, she just moseys on over to the living room and her other career.
Mom, there's airplane.
Sure is.
I was going to fly down to Champaign.
I love it. I love my home. I love my family. I love to cook and I love people. So see, I have everything.
You got to admit, I do a pretty good moo count, don't
you
I?
sure do.
Before I leave, I promised this to Barbara, and she's a very nice lady, besides being a great cook. This is her recipe she's got out. It's called Barbara's Back Porch, and this is just some of the recipes from some of her great meals. Go out there, have a good meal, and tell her I sent you.
It's free, and you get $25 a visit,
No,
right?
no, I promise not. She's just a nice lady.
Okay, thanks, Rick.
Looks like Rick put on a few pounds of dishes while he was out there.
I think he ate there.
Yeah.